Jimin's Weverse post wasn't flashy. There were no teaser posters, no audio snippets, no hidden codes, just a simple message, written from the heart. But perhaps that's exactly why it hit so hard. After 18 months of military service and months of minimal updates, seeing Jimin speak directly to ARMY on their special day felt like a long overdue reunion between old friends. Fans noted that the attached photo of a golden-hued Los Angeles sky seemed to reflect not just the physical distance he'd traveled, but the warmth and hope of a new chapter about to unfold. It was his way of saying, "I'm back and I'm ready." His voice may not have been heard aloud, but the emotional weight of his words echoed across continents. According to several industry reports, Jimin arrived in Los Angeles during the first week of July, alongside RM, Suga, and Jungkook, to begin recording sessions for BTS's long-awaited group album. Although the project is still under wraps, sources from HYBE have hinted that it will be the most personal and collaborative BTS album to date, with each member contributing to its creative direction. Insiders say Jimin has been spending long hours in the studio, working not only on group tracks but potentially also recording material for a future solo project. Studio staff described his presence as laser-focused yet playful, a duality fans know well. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to connect with fans on ARMY Day, showing once again that the bond between BTS and ARMY transcends time zones and industry pressure. More than any other BTS member, Jimin has often been seen as the emotional core of the group, open-hearted, empathetic, and deeply connected to fans. His message on July 9th further cemented that role. While other members bring powerhouse rap, performance innovation, or production genius, Jimin has always offered something less tangible but equally vital: vulnerability. And in a world that often rushes to the next trend, his willingness to pause and say thank you, especially during a career relaunch, was a powerful statement. Fans across platforms shared how they cried reading his message. "He remembered us even during one of the busiest weeks of his life," one ARMY wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "That's why we never left." Jimin officially completed his military service in June 2025, where he served diligently and was even recognized as a special class warrior for exemplary performance. His discipline and leadership earned respect not just from fellow soldiers, but also from fans who followed his journey with pride. Now, just a month after returning to civilian life, he's back to doing what he loves: creating music, connecting with fans, and laying the foundation for BTS's next era. And based on the energy of that July 9th post, Jimin's comeback won't be just a return. It'll be a resurgence. While HYBE has yet to announce a concrete release date for the group album, the industry is abuzz with rumors of a fall 2025 comeback, possibly followed by a world tour in early 2026. Given Jimin's integral role in the creative process and his emotional reconnection with fans, many speculate that he'll be front and center, not only vocally, but as a leader of the group's emotional message. Whether he's recording new music, preparing choreography, or simply walking the streets of Los Angeles, Jimin's presence in July 2025 feels symbolic. It's more than just a return from service. It's a reminder that the heart of BTS still beats, softly, warmly, powerfully. Jimin's quiet but profound message on ARMY Day wasn't just a celebration of fans, it was a preview of what's to come. After years of waiting, the music, the messages, and the magic of BTS are about to return. And if Jimin's words are any indication, this comeback won't be just another chapter. It will be a love letter to every fan who waited. So here's the real question. If one message could move millions, what will happen when Jimin finally sings again? Within hours of Jimin's post, digital platforms were flooded with emotional tributes, fan-made edits, and translated versions of his message. In Seoul, LED billboards replayed clips from his past performances. In Sao Paulo, fans gathered for a flash mob tribute. In Paris, a pop-up cafe played Jimin solo tracks all day in honor of ARMY Day. From Jakarta to New York City, the world wasn't just watching, it was celebrating. But underneath all the celebrations was a more tender emotion: relief. Relief that Jimin was okay. Relief that he hadn't forgotten. And most of all, relief that the long chapter of waiting was finally over. Because for many ARMYs, Jimin's message didn't just mark a return, it healed something. By the evening of July 9th, Jimin had become the top trending search on Google in over 30 countries. Spotify streams of his solo songs, especially like Crazy, Promise, and Closer Than This, saw a sudden spike. Fans organized a spontaneous global streaming event using the hashtag #SingWithJiminAgain, propelling his music back onto various real-time charts on TikTok. Fan edits using his message over slow-motion video compilations gained millions of views. One video, which layered the phrase, "I thought about this moment every day," over scenes of his military farewell and Festa reunion, was watched over 10 million times in 24 hours. This wasn't just social media hype. This was global love, manifesting digitally. For the past 2 years, armies have had to adjust to the unfamiliar rhythm of BTS's military era. One by one, their favorite idols stepping away from public life, communicating only through brief letters or pre-recorded content. It's been a quiet kind of loyalty, a patience tested by time and distance. Jimin's message on Army Day didn't just break that silence. It validated the wait. In a music industry obsessed with speed and novelty, BTS and Army have built something radically different, a bond that deepens even during absence. And Jimin, with his gentle honesty, reminded the world that sometimes the most powerful comeback doesn't begin with a music video. It starts with 5 heartfelt words. Behind Jimin's message is a much larger story quietly unfolding. BTS is no longer the same group of teens who debuted in 2013. They are grown men, artists, soldiers, leaders, returning to each other after years of growth and distance. And July 2025 is the turning point. With Jungkook, RM, Jimin, and Suga already in Los Angeles, the groundwork is being laid not just for an album, but for a redefinition. Who is BTS now? What kind of music will they make together again? Will they return with a message only time apart could have taught them? If Jimin's post is any indication, the answers won't come through flashy slogans or grand declarations, but through moments of honesty, vulnerability, and emotional clarity. Jimin has always been the one to say the things fans need to hear, even when they don't realize it. In the past, it was through lyrics like, "You never walk alone," or, "Even if you're in pain, don't pretend you're not." This time, it was through silence, then a whisper of connection. His role in the next BTS chapter won't just be musical, it will be emotional. Industry insiders predict Jimin will be front and center in both the group's global promotions and their conceptual storytelling. Known for his attention to detail, stage sensitivity, and expressive performance style, he's likely to shape not just how BTS sounds, but how they make us feel. As July unfolds and BTS settles into the most anticipated reunion in K-pop history, Jimin's Army Day message continues to ripple through the fandom. It's been printed on banners, turned into tattoos, translated into more than 50 languages, and quoted in news articles worldwide. But at its heart, it remains a simple gesture, a reminder that no matter how much time passes, the connection between BTS and Army is unshakable. Jimin didn't return with noise. He returned with truth. And if 5 words can spark a global movement, imagine what will happen when he stands on stage again, under the lights, with 6 brothers by his side, and a crowd of millions waiting to scream his name. The countdown has ended. The curtain is rising, and Jimin has just whispered, "I'm here." So now, Army, are you ready to listen? Jimin's July message wasn't just a note to Army. It was a signal to the entire entertainment world. One of K-pop's most beloved icons was back. But unlike flashy comebacks marked by teaser trailers and countdown clocks, Jimin's re-entry into public consciousness was quiet, poetic, and entirely on his own terms. In a world where artists often compete for attention through constant exposure, Jimin chose restraint. He didn't announce a comeback date. He didn't release a teaser video. He didn't even attach a hashtag to his message. He simply said, "I missed you all so much." And the world stopped to listen. For millions of fans navigating an uncertain world, Jimin has always represented comfort. His music, his presence, his raw vulnerability, all of it has offered a rare emotional sanctuary in a time when many feel disconnected. Now, in July 2025, his return offers more than just excitement. It offers healing. Fans who grew up with BTS during their teenage years are now adults navigating complex realities. And as Jimin returns with messages of love, patience, and reunion, many see him not just as a performer, but as a companion through life's hardest chapters. One fan from the Philippines wrote, "When I read his message, I just cried. It felt like a friend came back to check on me." Another, from Germany, posted a letter saying, "He reminded me that some bonds don't break, no matter how long the silence."